Coming up on this episode of NPS Now, families had a day of fun and learning at Camp Young. 4th and 5th graders squared off at the Battle of the Books, and high school students competed as champions together. Later in the show, we'll celebrate School Library Month by talking with 2 of our media specialists. All that and more next on NPS Now. Hello and welcome to NPS Now, your source for news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. Hundreds of students, parents, and other family members spent a Saturday at Camp Young for the 5th annual Families to Camp. Throughout the day, camp goers were provided with a wide variety of hands-on activities designed to enhance student learning outside the classroom. This unique environment enabled parents and students alike to increase their knowledge of math, science, and reading while having fun.
Families to Camp provides an opportunity for our Norfolk Public Schools families to spend the day participating in exciting STEM-based and enrichment activities for parents, students, siblings, and community members.
Special events like Family at Camp really help bridge that gap between teachers and parents, so parents know what's going on in the classroom and what all the reading terms that we use during the day to help them become better readers. Events like this are really special to me because I'm able to be hands-on with the parents and the families and teach them more about reading and what's going on in the classroom.
It means a lot for them to go through to programs, to make this program for the kids is fantastic, because when I was in school they didn't have all of this. So it's a great thing that they're doing for the kids. More parents should support their kids and bring them out to these sessions like this so they can learn more to help them better in school.
A good time was had by all when Norfolk Public Schools held its first ever Champions Together event at Norview High School. This program brings special needs students together with their classmates in athletic competition. Students from all 5 high schools teamed up and competed in a track and field style event that featured races, the long jump, and shot put. This is just another opportunity for students to work together, be successful, and have some fun. 4th and 5th grade students showed off their reading comprehension skills during the early rounds of the 15th annual Battle of the Books at Calcutt Elementary. In order to gain points, students answer questions about 7 books they read that were chosen prior to the start of the school year. This intense competition not only promotes reading, it also inspires young readers to broaden their literary horizons.
I think it's important for them to see that as many things can happen exciting with reading, just as we do with sports or being recognized in other areas, that certainly reading is the foundation that helps us across all areas.
We have parents come and watch the battle, and they say a lot of the books that are chosen for the Battle of the Books are series books, and so they're the first book in a series, and then the students will start reading the next book in the series. So it opens them up to books that they may not read otherwise, and introduces them to different genres and authors.
It's great. It really got my son reading things that he normally wouldn't read. He was always a reader, but he was stuck in a genre, and it really made him explore, and he loved every single book that he read. He really enjoyed exploring new things, and it's got him searching for different things to read now. So I think it's great.
It's amazing how much work they put into this and all the questions and the books that they've read. I'm amazed that they can even keep them all straight. It's a good program, and I'm so glad that Taylor has been a part of it for the last few years. Teachers have been able to step up and help out, and it's been great.
I felt good, but every now and then I clicked the buzzer, but the other team got it first, and it was kind of stressful knowing going back and forth during the first round. I love competitions and I love reading, so I guess it just goes well together for me.
We want our kids to become great readers, and so that's what this does, and it brings some excitement and some fun to actually reading a book.
The 4th and 5th grade championship matches for Battle of the Books will be aired on WNPS-TV 47 later in April. High school juniors and seniors from around Hampton Roads spent an afternoon participating in the Model NATO Challenge at Virginia Wesleyan University. This competition gives students the chance to learn about a NATO country and take part in a simulation that focuses on real-world issues faced by the alliance. The 3 students who represent their nation the best will receive academic scholarships. This year, 10 of the 29 NATO countries were represented by students from Norfolk Public Schools.
It gives the students a wonderful opportunity to showcase their talents, using their critical thinking skills, using the knowledge that they've acquired through their social studies courses, those skills that we've been teaching them, and demonstrating that in a live performance where they have to be eloquent, they have to think fast, and represent their nation in an appropriate way.
I've got experience with Model UN, and this experience sounded something kind of familiar to me. So when I heard about it, I was kind of excited in that it sounded like it was a way that I could take the skills that I had garnered from Model UN and apply them to a situation where I may be able to even acquire a college scholarship.
I feel like it's important to learn about other countries. Like my mom she's not from America, she's from England. So she's from Europe, and this is a very big focus on the European nations. So I feel like it's very important for you to be informed, because what affects NATO affects the United States, because it's a part of the United States, and that's where I live, and it's important.
Senator Tim Kaine responded via Skype to letters written by Granby High School government students about school safety and gun control. During the session, he answered questions from the students and addressed their concerns about gun violence in schools and their communities.
I am hopeful because of gun violence changes with students. More students are getting active, and there's more awareness about this situation.
I'm very proud because I didn't think that a senator would listen to our letters, and I didn't think that we could impact that much. But this has given me a little bit of hope, and hopefully if we keep doing this, we can raise awareness.
In early spring, Richard Bolin Elementary hosted their 4th annual Career Day Extravaganza. This event gave students the opportunity to learn about various careers from the Norfolk Police Department, event planners, musicians, the military, and entrepreneurs. The students also participated in a Career Day costume contest.
We are hosting our 4th annual Career Day Extravaganza. This is very important because not only do a lot of the presenters here, they share similar backgrounds with our students. A lot of them have grown up in the local communities, they've went to college in the local areas, and now they're giving back. So it's really important for the kids to see that, yes, there is opportunities outside of Norfolk, Virginia, and the possibilities are just limitless.
If you have any great story ideas or events happening at your schools, please be sure to contact us at nps_news@npsk12.com. Stay tuned for more NPS Now. Welcome back to NPS Now. We have 2 very special guests with us today. Alvidia Pierman, who is a media specialist, and we have Terry Clark, who is also a media specialist. And congratulations to you both for serving as Teachers of the Year for your schools. So welcome to NPS Now.
Thank you.
So tell me, I'll start with you, Alvinia. How long have you been a media specialist and what school?
I've been a media specialist for about 17 years, and currently I am located at the Academy of International Studies at Rosemont and Young Scholars.
Wonderful. How about you, Terry?
I've only been a media specialist for 13 years, and I am at Larchmont Elementary School.
13 years, 17 years, that's a long time to serve, and thank you for your service as media specialist. And we have you both here today because April is School Library Month, and this year's theme is Making Connections at Your School Library. How do you think this theme relates to media centers within Norfolk Public Schools, Terry?
I think it's something we do in everything that we do. Of course, we take the SOLs and embed that in everything we do, but also the work we do is for real work, it's authentic. If they're learning alphabetical order in the lower grades, we're pointing it out in the library when they're finding books. This shelf is where the S authors are. It's just lifelong engaging lessons that we do, whether it's with the students, the staff, the objectives. We make those connections with everything.
Yeah, what do you think, Althea?
I agree with Terry, and we establish partnerships with our teachers to enhance learning. We work with our teachers when they bring in students, whether they're working on any kind of project, and we're the hub of the school. We are the hub of the school, and this is where everything starts. Whatever the teachers and the students need, we make the connection to get it started.
Yeah, Terry, what do you think would surprise somebody about your position and what you do?
I asked somebody that question, and they were really surprised that we teach classes all the time.
Really?
And have the library open and flowing for kids. It's just sometimes it's chaos, but it's a good kind of chaos.
Right.
So they're just surprised that we still teach classes.
Right. What about you?
Yeah, and that we wear a lot of different hats. I know at my school, I am a principal's designee, school test chair. I'm on various teams, and you have to keep it moving. It is busy, and there is chaos, but there's good chaos. Right. So from the time you hit the building in the morning till the time you leave, it's very busy, and I don't know that people realize just how much we actually have on our plates.
Now, that's my next question. How does a media specialist differ on the middle and elementary levels?
You see probably more classes doing research. I see that as well, but I have probably, while I'm teaching on a grade level, 20 to 30 students being independent library users. And these are kindergartners that come every day for 10 minutes at a time. So when I'm talking about it's busy, I'm teaching a class. There may be 30 or 40 other kids in that library. Another teacher might be in there using the computers. It's just very, very busy.
And it sounds like it's active and engaging. How about you?
Yeah, it's busy all the time. I have kids early in the morning. We start at 8 o'clock with the kids coming in. I have student volunteers that come in, they're checking out books, they're assisting me because I don't have a full-time assistant. So we have them doing that. We're preparing for the morning announcements. We are engaging students with, assisting them with homework and other assignments. It's always something to do. It's always busy. So you just kind of have to be ready for anything.
Right. It sounds like a typical day. So how has technology and innovation changed over the years for you all, Terry?
Well, I've always, only being 13 years in the field, I've always had technology. I love sharing books now with a document camera and a whiteboard. All the kids are seeing it all at the same time. It's great. It's also important for us to stay current and share within our department of things we find. Last year I shared Osmos, and quickly one of the media specialists wrote a grant, got them for her school, and we're using those with students. They think they're playing games, but they're developing their spatial reasoning skills and vocabulary development. So it's great to stay current and ahead.
How's it on the middle school level? What do you think?
Technology changes every day. I never thought that I would have to be concerned about teaching a student how to cite a tweet or how to cite a blog or, keeping abreast of new and current technologies. Kids know a lot about technology.
Yes, they do.
They have parents that are engineers and, working in other different capacities. You have to know what you're doing. But it's also important to be able to learn from your students as well, because kids teach us a lot about technology. They just love working on iExcel, Achieve 3000. There's so many opportunities for them to use technology to, technology is integrated into their lessons every day.
So it's leading to my next question. You do instruction, but what type of professional development do you receive to stay, your skills being honed?
Well, we do things like Media Services has provided resources for us through the city of Norfolk with Peter George's, where we have learned more about Excel. Of course, we probably thought that we really knew how to use Excel, but when we went through training with him, we discovered there was lots of things, lots and lots of tools and tricks that we didn't know. So it's a constant learning process. I've had Achieve 3000, which we have been using on the middle school level for quite some time, and it was the same type of situation. The programs are enhanced, so you go back, you train, you retrain. It's something new to learn every day, and I think that's the best thing about professional development. There's always a need to grow.
So Terry, you're in a new school.
I am.
New media center.
Beautiful.
Yes, I know you're enjoying it. How's professional development for you?
I don't always get to go to the school level because I want to keep the library open, but our department has recently been assigned an ITRT, and she came last month and shared some things with us, and I immediately went back and shared her ideas with my staff, and I've been implementing it in the library, and that's a great collaborative effort. I love that. One thing I do is when I go to our state conference, I'll always try to go to some of the big wigs in the business, some of the gurus, and I follow them now on Facebook, and I've joined a Facebook page, Future Librarians, and I share that with other librarians, or I'm always bringing something, whether I'm just strolling on Facebook, I'm still getting professional development from others across the United States.
And that's a great idea. Yeah. That's a real great idea.
And always staying current with the American Association of School Libraries. It's a wonderful resource for us to constantly check and see what's available, as well as the Library of Congress.
How do you think, and this is for both of you, your relationships differ from a classroom teacher with the students?
For me, I would say time. Other than that, I don't think it's that much of a difference. The teachers have the students in class with them most of the time. But I have kids who have said, Ms. P, I wish I had more time in the library. I need more time with you. And they have gone so far as to let my principal know, hey, we need more time in the library. So, but other than that, I feel like I am just as important to the kids as the teachers in the classrooms. And we all collaborate. That's what makes it so great. I have a wonderful, wonderful team of teachers to work with. And they don't treat me any differently.
Great.
They don't. And the kids don't. So I don't feel like it's all that different.
Right, right. How about you, Terry?
I've had a couple opportunities with some young men that might have been behavior problems. They were readers, and they would come to the library and just sit engrossed in books. And so I was able to connect with them that way. And some of the maker spaces, I would make them the leaders, even though they weren't picked for that in the classroom. I would put them in charge of some things in the library, and I was able to connect. So anytime the administration team was talking about them, I always had something positive to say about those young men. And it's a different relationship when you're connecting through literature or hands-on activities, which I know they do in the classroom as well, but it's a little bit more relaxed and engaging.
And you said the key word, connect.
Connect, yes.
Making the connections. That's
Making
your
that
theme
connection.
this month.
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes.
Good call.
So what do you love most about your job, Terry?
Finding engaging things that I know they'll have fun with, but still support what they're learning in the classroom. I love it when they say, we're doing this in the classroom. Oh, you are you? And it's kind of funny how we've planned that.
Making the connection.
Yes, we've planned that with your
Yes.
teachers, but it's great. My students and their love for learning, and I have to keep fueling that.
Right, right. Alvinia?
The kids.
Yeah.
I love, love, love the students. every day is a new opportunity to reach those minds and to continue to have them to just grow. There's something new each day, and I have a heart for kids. I really do, and collaboration with the teachers. It's fun to have somebody else to work with. But by far, the students, seeing them grow and produce those projects from project-based learning, they are amazing. And it's so awesome when a kid comes to you and says, "Hey, Ms. Pierman, thank you for helping me find that resource. I've completed my project." And then I feel like, okay.
Wow. And that's the reward. And congratulations to you both on your wins as Teacher of the Year for your schools. I'll see you again soon at the award ceremony.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. It airs weekly on WNPS, Channel 47, or you can view us online at www.npsk12.com. If you have any great story ideas or information you'd like to share, email us at nps_news@npsk12.com. Again, we want to thank you for watching NPS Now.